stay groovy, comment, like, share, subscribe.
The 1970s brought the popular British sci-fi series Doctor Who to dizzying new heights in popular culture. As the show moved from black and white to color broadcasts, it saw two new incarnations of the Doctor, shifts in storytelling style, and innovations in special effects. This period further solidified the Doctor's place in the annals of TV history, thanks to the remarkable talents of actors and writers who brought the Time Lord to life. Let's take a look at my personal favorite era of Doctor Who, the 1970s.
Initiate sequence. Retrotron Entertainment presents
That 70s Nerd. The Third Doctor, Jon Pertwee, 1970 to 1974. Starting off the decade, Jon Pertwee took over the role from Patrick Troughton in 1970. Pertwee's Doctor was a stark departure from his predecessors. Opting to dress as a self-described space dandy, Pertwee's Doctor was a colorful and action-oriented figure, often resorting to Venusian Aikido when confronted with threats. This was a time when the series began to lean more towards an Earthbound setting, which brought the Doctor into frequent collaboration with the military organization UNIT, United Nations Intelligence Task Force. Pertwee's portrayal was characterized by gravitas and an eccentric avuncular quality. He was both a scientist and a man of action. Writers during this era, like Terrence Dicks and Malcolm Hulke, crafted stories that often pitted the Doctor against malevolent alien invasions, mad scientists, and rogue AIs. The introduction of the Master, a fellow Time Lord and the Doctor's arch nemesis, further enhanced the drama of this period. The Fourth Doctor, Tom Baker, 1974 to 1980. Arguably the most iconic of all the Doctors, Tom Baker's tenure began in 1974 and continued well beyond the 70s. With his wild curly hair, long multicolored scarf, and wide-brimmed hat, the Fourth Doctor became a memorable figure in pop culture, resembling a sci-fi Mad Hatter. Baker's portrayal was enigmatic, combining eccentricity with a deep sense of morality and wonder. He could shift from whimsical humor to serious introspection within a single scene. Under the script editorship of Robert Holmes, the series took on a darker and more gothic tone. Stories often combined horror elements with sci-fi. Classic serials such as Genesis of the Daleks and The Deadly Assassin presented the Doctor in moral dilemmas and deepened the mythology of the Time Lords of Gallifrey. Writers such as Douglas Adams, creator of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series, introduced fresh and mind-bendingly expansive scientific concepts to the series. This decade also saw the introduction of some of the most beloved companions, such as fan favorite Sarah Jane Smith, played by Elizabeth Sladen, and the savage Leela, portrayed by Louise Jameson. These characters, along with the Doctor, navigated stories that ranged from historical Earth settings to distant alien worlds. The 1970s saw a substantial improvement in the special effects and set designs. While the effects might seem primitive by today's standards, they were groundbreaking for their time. The shift from black and white to color allowed for a richer visual storytelling palette. The creativity in alien and monster designs, despite budget constraints, showed an inventive spirit. Stories like The Green Death showcased impressive creature effects, while The Robots of Death displayed a richly designed and atmospheric setting. The 1970s were a period of significant change and growth for Doctor Who. With two distinct Doctors, each leaving their mark, the decade explored new narrative terrains and delved deeper into the ethos and mythology of the show. Writers and actors alike shaped the legacy of the Doctor, ensuring that the character remained relevant, intriguing, and beloved by generations. Be sure to hit the bell for notifications so you never miss out on new videos and community posts.